Hey guys, I am back. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and this is my channel, and today we are going to be doing a very fun video, a palette bingo with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. If you are not used to this palette, this is what it looks like. It is a beautiful mix of like these orangier warm tones mixed into some of these like pinky tones like the mulberry and the dusty rose shade. To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous because there's a very good chance that I could pull out like orange soda and dusty rose and then like black, and then those are my shades. But I'm also very excited, and so if you want to see me pull some shades from this palette and then use them on my eyes, just keep watching. So I have my random number generator. This is just my graphing calculator. It's easier to do it this way. And I'm going to pull 4 shades. These shades are 13, 6, 7, and 2. So 2 is the shade right here. I'm doing 1 through 7 and then 8 through 14. So 2 is the shade Glistening, which is this pretty light champagne shade right here. Then we have number 6, which is the shade Bronze right there. Then we have 7, which is the shade Mulberry right there. And then we have shade number 13, which is Cypress Umber, this deep brown. Okay, I can work with this. So I'm going to set up my mirror and grab my brushes, and I will be right back to start on the eyes. This is going to be a fun look today because if you can't tell, I'm a little bit more of a casual vibe with my outfit, which means it'll be great when I have like a full-blown smoky eye. I'm just going to start how I always do with my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. It would be really just A+ if I could get this thing used up by the end of the year. Which would be funny because that was my goal for my 2020 year-long project pan that I ended up closing out because I hit all of my like year-long goals on. And so it would be funny if just from like natural everyday use I like accidentally hit one of my goals. And then I'm just going to take this fluffy blending brush from Lamora and the shade Tempura. I'm just going to buff that in my crease where I laid down the primer and want to set it down. I already have foundation, concealer, powder, bronzer, and brows on, and then I will finish out the rest of my face after I do this eye look. So I'm going to go in with the shade Burnt Orange right here on that same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start buffing that into the crease as well. I was actually really excited when I got this palette from my mom. She bought it and used it for a little bit and then decided she didn't want it, and she is kind of hesitant about returning things sometimes, and so she just gave it to me. And I really like it. I haven't gotten a ton of opportunity to play with it, but every time I do, I always really like my look. I'm kind of tempted to film just to get ready with me with this palette and do one of my favorite looks I've ever done, which is like an all matte, blown out smoky eye with the shades Dusty Rose and Mulberry, and then Tempura kind of spattered about in there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this little pencil brush from Eco Tools in that same burnt orange shade and just drag that on my lower lash line. Okay, and now I'm going to take this same fluffy blending brush in the shade Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to tap in it like once. And then I'm going to blend this on the, kind of focusing on the outer corner. Whew, that is an intense shade. I'm just going to go in with this even fluffier, clean blending brush, and I'm just going to fluff this in my crease to really get a good blend. And then I'm going to take this little pencil brush and dip into the shade Mulberry, which is that more red-toned deep shade that we pulled. I'm just going to drag it on my lower lash line, kind of to make my eyes pop a little bit more. I'm just going to tap once into Cypress Umber and then once into Mulberry and kind of like tap off the excess. And then really fluff that right in the outer corner. Like the lower outer corner. Oh, I got that too low. I'm just going to take this angled fluffy brush from Eco Tools and the shade Tempura, and I'm just going to try and clean up where I went a little bit too low. Oh, there we go. Tempura is such the perfect, I call it a magic eraser shade. I'm just going to go back and re-blend out Mulberry on my lower lash line. Back with that really big, semi-clean, fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to try and merge where Mulberry meets that kind of outer corner area. And then back in with the original fluffy blending brush with that Mulberry Cypress Umber combo to try and add depth. Okay, I am happy with that shape. I'm just going to take that bronze shade that we pulled and tap it over my lid. And then I'm going to take that glistening shade, which is that first shade we rolled in, and I'm going to pat that on the inner corner. I'm just going to go back in with that little pencil brush and the Mulberry shade to really intensify it and make sure it is as deep as I want it. Okie dokie, I think this is where I'm going to leave the eyeshadow. I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I will check back in to go over what I did. So I am back and here is the final look. I'm going to insert a picture right here of how it turned out in a little bit better lighting. I know that this lighting situation isn't the best. It is the best I can do with what my room setup is. But to just quickly recap, I finished cheeks with the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Party with 3 A's. I don't know why that frustrates me so much every time I see it, but this was kind of a loud eye and I needed something very neutral, goes with everything. And then my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, again, neutral, goes with everything, always ends up looking really pretty. I tightlined my upper and lower waterline with the Cargo's Swimmables eye pencil in the shade Black Sea. Did some mascara. The Benefit Bago Bang and Pure Fully Charged are two little mascara minis that I've been trying to use up. I don't love either of them, but then when I kind of work with them together, sometimes I can be really happy with my lashes. And then for lips, we just have the ABH lipstick in the shade Spice and the MAC lipstick in the shade Innocence Beware on top. These are all pretty standard products that I tend to use a lot just because they go with a lot of different kind of looks, and I am very happy with how this eye look turned out. So if you like palette bingo videos, I'm going to link my playlist of palette bingo videos in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thanks, guys.